Okay, so part 20 of this series. Hope you've been following along okay. So now it's time to see if we can get this form to work. Okay. So we have our form here that collects this information for our hero. Um, Nothing that I have here is required. Okay, so not have to worry about anything there. Let's do this. We've already created the routes inside of the hero routes, correct? So our path here is localhost colon 3000 slash API slash hero slash post. So that is the path that we have for this. Okay. And so, in other words, when the user goes to this particular location, then it will do this stuff. It will run this. So I want to do something in here. I'm going to add something just so we can see what it looks like. Let's console.log requests.body. Here again, this is in hero routes on our post method. We're going to console.log request.body as we do this, okay? So in other words, when I hit send, I should see something here in the terminal. Uh, it should return the body of the request, okay? And as a matter of fact, before we DAO.create, before we do anything there, right now I just wanted to console request.body, and that's it. Okay, so I got this comment out. I'm going to bring it back, but I want to see what's happening. Okay, so we got to get to this location right here, localhost 3000 slash API slash hero slash post. Where we're going to do that? We're going to do that in our form. So let's go to our hero form. If you have everything built out, okay, it's very long. And again, we can, make some adjustments to it if we need to. But I just want to have like a form there. Okay. And so the action, this is the key right here. With the form, we need to send this data that we collect somewhere. We need to do something with it. And so that goes here. In other words, we put the URL of the location where we want this data to be sent to right here in the action attribute for our form. So HTTP // localhost 3000 / API / hero / post. The same location that we have inside of our hero routes. Okay, that's what we want to do. And we would like to add this here. We want to say specifically what we're doing here. We are posting data. So let me put all this on separate lines so we can see everything. Oh. So our action, HTTP / localhost 3000 / API / hero / post. Our method is post. We have a class form and an ID hero form. So let's give this a whirl. I'm going to come over here, back to my form. Hero name. I'm going to add Cyclops to this. Scott Summers. I don't even think he has an alias. I don't know. Just dweeb. Does he have an alias? I don't know. I'm going to look over here, do a quick wiki check. Oh yeah, they do call him Slim. I'm not going with that though. Just he doesn't like. I should call him that because he doesn't like it. So I'll leave that blank. Franchise, it's Marvel. Species, he is a mutant. Place of origin, I forget where he's from. Uh, Anchorage, Alaska. That's right. So I'll just put Alaska. His first appearance is 1963. So I just type 1963. And he's a hero. And again, I'm not going to worry about an image, but if you want to like grab an image off the web or somewhere, you can, if you want to store the images in some file, you can do that. I'm not worried about that right now. I just want to get everything working. Okay. And once I do that, I'm going to click on add hero, and nothing pops up here. Okay. I see it spinning. But when I look over here, oh, what do we have? We have our data. There's our request.body. And we can notice here the franchise ID and species ID that matches what is inside of our database. Okay, cool. Cool. That looks good. So I think what we can do here, I think we might be ready to send this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here to my code. Now that I check and see request, and again, this is the body of the request. It is everything that we have selected, or all of the different inputs that we have inside of our form. And again, the name attribute, that is each property, as we have here. And the value is whatever we stored or whatever was selected. So there's all that information. Okay. So now let's see if we go back to our code, and let's go to our hero routes, and let's DAO.create. All right. I'm going to come back over here. Okay. There's all this information. I'm going to add hero. Now I'm going to click add hero. And there I see my response.json, last ID 102. So it successfully stored it in the database. Okay, so that's cool. What I will also do is I'm going to come back over here to hero, not the API hero. I'm going to go to localhost API, localhost 3000. Come over here and click on hero, go to all heroes, and there it is. There's Cyclops down there. Oh, but I noticed that the text didn't capitalize it. It is lowercase, so that may be something that I want to do inside. Will somehow take my data and normalize it. And when I click on view more, there's Cyclops, his first, last name, alignment, species, all this stuff. It's good to go. So it worked. It successfully posted the data to the database. Now, that works. Cool. Would I want it to send that response in JSON format each time that it successfully creates a field or row? Probably not. I think what I would rather do is have some kind of success confirmation page, if you will, or a modal or something. So I think, and I've done this before. Let me see. If I go to, let's see, DAO. If I go to my DAO common, where I'm actually doing the create, because that's what's happening here. If there's no error, response.json, this last ID, etc., etc. I wonder if we could instead render a success page. You know, maybe I could do something like that, where it says, "Hey, you successfully added this hero. Go back to home page," or what have you. Or it could pull up the single page for that particular hero. You know, maybe you'll do that as well. Um, so something to think about, something that you could do. So we got that working. We have a good form that collects the data to allow us to create a hero, and then we can um, send that data to the database, and it posts successfully. So good, great. What I would like to do now is work on, let's say, adding powers and adding rivals to the database. So I think we'll do that in another video. We'll work on one of these two, so we can figure out how we can add, you know, powers to a hero, because you know this dweeb will actually, he'll need some powers, uh, and rivals. I will be amongst them. uh, but we can add some rivals to him as well. So let's we'll do that in another video. So yeah, the next video.